and this isn't supposed to be on. So let me turn this around. That's better. Alright, let's go see what they're doing. Catching them at a different time. I wonder what they do in the afternoon. I'm usually gone. No, I'm usually here. But I'm about to leave around 4. Texas will SEC you in August. I bet that's supposed to be C, whatever. Must be a college thing. Or they ran out of letters. Can't tell. Nope, they're open. There is never anyone standing outside when I'm here. OSA, your body routers are failing. They are never standing outside. And you can't say it's because of me, because I didn't let you know ahead of time. So, luckily, coming late in the day, it gives me a little more shade. So, maybe I won't burn like a crisp. Hey, hello. Hi, guys. I'll read the chat when I stop. I'm bouncing too much. So I'm back. I've been gone for almost a week. More than a week. Thursday it was a week. Man, time flies. Well, I can tell, 89. That's nice. That's kind of warm. I'm from Ohio, so I grew up, that would be high. I have no idea what it is today. Didn't even look. Did somebody check for me? Austin, Texas? I have no idea. It feels it's very breezy. Thank God. Forgot my hat. I couldn't find it. I didn't forget it. I couldn't find it. Alrighty. Hi! SPTVFoundation.org. They would love to talk to you. They're ex-members, just like you. They were Sea Org and staff in public, just like you. Ooh, they're fast today. Look at that blind tech. Look at that. Well, just the front though. Hey. Get the bookstore. Get that bookstore. I'd love to be, one of these days I'm going to travel and I'm going to go to an org that I can go in and look around. You see, the problem was this place wasn't open yet. There's Dianetica, so that must be in Spanish, I assume. Oh, they're closed over here. They're leapfrogging. They missed this spot, but they went way over there. Alright. So we're here. Man, I missed it. I really did. I was a slug. I wasn't here. Hi. Alright. Feels like 103. Yeah, that's about right. 94, 104. Yep. Alright, so hey JIDG. I gotta find out a nickname for you. Hitzel. I am. I realized on my husband's day off, I didn't have to come early. Because I don't have a time I have to be gone. Or home. Hey Parody. Oh, let's see. Alright. So, I'm moving the camera. Alright. Now I realized one time I was looking at me setting up, and I literally had my butt at the camera. So I'm going to try not to do that. And I know you can't hear me when I'm so far away, so I'll try to be careful about talking. So, I didn't bring a towel, but I have this to put my chair on. I got to start bringing a towel because I don't want the armrest of my chair have to touch the ground to open it. So, I just made sure I washed my arms really good when I got home. Other than comfort and my health, I will tell you in a minute. So, I'm gonna try something different. Let's try. Whew. I feel like I'm setting up camp, y'all. Okay. Let's get this as close as I can. But I can't reach anything. I gotta make this so I can reach stuff. I'm moving. I'll let you know when I'm done with the camera. Oh, more people. Call me Pumpkin Queen. Oh, I lived in Circleville, Ohio. Do you know about Circleville, Ohio? SBTV fans, hello. All right. Yeah, I haven't been out here for a week. I've had a lot of things get in the way, you know. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. All right. So we got everything close by. My husband made me a D-ring that locks and a rope to hook my backpack or my wagon to the tree or the bench, but I had to use it in the back of the truck, forgetting that the dolly was still back there from when my son moved and I didn't want anybody to steal it. So let me get some water. I haven't had enough water today yet. Let me get some out of the pool. So how has everyone been? I've been in the chats and the other channels, and I watched Natalie's show on the way here. I like it when she's more than an hour long, because it takes up more of my drive. Okay. All right. So we'll turn around here in a sec. I have thoughts today. I did a couple live streams, you know, and that was a lot of fun. I like doing the Saturday night live stream. I'm probably going to keep doing that. I do got to do another members only. I know, isn't it about time for some of these gift memberships to be dropping off? If your membership drops off, let me know. I might do something about that. I'm not sure. Because if you've been a member, I think you should still be one. You know, I'm not really, I like the gift memberships. And, Pup Groomer did a couple for my channel. She had a really good reason. She does the late night streams too, because she's an insomniac. I'm just a night owl because my husband works nights. So on his days off, if I want to spend any time with him, I'm up till 4 in the morning. And that puts me off schedule the rest of the week. So, I'm not sure if you got my picture. I found 3 boxes. Oh no! Senator and Leander went in there. So did you talk to him? Tell him? I'd like to know what they're saying to the business to let them do it. Hey, Dusty. That shit's illegal in Texas, just saying. The face never hurt that bad. What hurts is what you don't like to talk about, and we end up talking about. Because when I fell flat. That's the only problem I had. I only had a tender spot right here. But these glasses suck. They hurt my head. But my other pair is toast. Oh, Hitzel definitely took them all, I'm sure. Did you text it to me? Because sometimes if I'm doing something, my pop-ups, I'll get rid of them and then forget to go back and look. That's awesome. Then you know what I'm going to do? I haven't sent mine off yet. I'm going to put my channel and the SPTV Foundation and SPTV.space on the back of the ones I have, and I'm going to give those out. And then just tell them, you want to join our cult? Look at his personality test and look how stupid it is. Oh, I'm so glad it's it's so breezy today. It was so breezy, it was very hard to hear Natalie in the car. And I forgot my earbuds, because usually I don't need them if I just turn the AC down 1. Hey, Pup Grimmer, I was about to talk about you. Priority, we'll get you some. I'll send you some, or maybe we can send you one of those boxes, because I know Hitzel was sending a box to Aaron. He wanted some. And I was going to save mine. There was somebody else that said they wanted them. But now she got 3 more boxes. So, I didn't do it. No, I was talking about, I forgot. Let me wipe this off. So, no, I was talking about memberships and how you gifted a couple bundles to my channel and why you were doing it, which was really a good idea. Before you even said that, I said, I like the gifted memberships because it's fun and it benefits both the channel and other people, instead of just the super chats. Now, I do super chat often, but that's because I want my comment out. I got these vinegar wipes from Grove. I love Grove. They're so exciting. I have all my cleaning stuff, bottles and stuff came from there. But my handles on my chair have been touching the ground to open up. I'm gonna have to actually wash them when I get home. So we need to keep an eye out. I'm going to keep searching. Me too. Because I go vertical once a week, or I try. That's a new thing. I'll do it when I'm walking around. We'll go back. This is my husband's weekend. The start of it. So maybe I'll try to get. I like it when he goes with me if I can get my mics to work right. First time I did it, he was my cameraman, and supposedly I was going to go inside without shoving a camera in their face, and you could just hear me on the mic. Well, he didn't really get it at first, so the very first place I went in, he followed me. And while I'm talking, he's pointing the camera right at the personality test box on their counter. It was a restaurant right next to that donut shop. So it's kind of cool that he did follow me in. Come to find out, my mic never did work. Technical errors. I don't think an SBTV channel is right with the world unless there's technical difficulties. Because none of us are professionals. So, alright. I'm going to go ahead and use this bottle first. This bottle stays cold longer. So, anyway, last time I gifted memberships, it gave one to me. So I gifted a membership to myself. That's hilarious. I think that's awesome. So, Pup explained while she does it, because she said not only what I said, but that it could boost the algorithm, having more membership, because it gets more people to engage that maybe are just lurking, or, when they're a member, they want to engage a little bit more. And I thought that was a great idea. Yeah, I heard you talking about, because your account is different. Have you thought about, because I have 2 accounts. I have my personal, and then I have this channel. And originally, when I created my channel, before I ever went anywhere, I had done it on my personal channel. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that, because I have something planned for my personal channel. Let me make a different channel. So every once in a while, I'm accidentally still on my protest channel, and then you'll see a Texas symbol. That's my avatar there. And so there was somebody that thought it was 2 different Miss Kims, because then I'll go out and come back in sometimes. I accidentally membershiped to Dan Walks LA on my protest channel, which I don't do any of that on my protest channel. I just sub. So everybody gets 2 subs from me, 1 from each of my accounts. Yeah. But I think it's cool. It's a lot of fun. Everybody likes it. The people that get it like it, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's catching on a lot. So, but what I was saying is, because I'm not worried about people membershiping to me. If you've been gifted a membership, or you've been on the channel a long time, and maybe I haven't done it yet, I'll give wrenches out. so that when we do the members only streams, you can still be a part of it. So when your membership drops off, shoot me an email or a comment. Yeah, it gives attention to the channel. But I've looked into making it the primary, but the biggest thing keeping me from doing it is the possibility of losing my content. Well, what I would think is, because I'm about to have this problem on StreamYard, there's only so much memory. So all I would do if I were you is, that's why it took me so long to change my name. I sat on it so long, and I went back and forth for so long because I didn't know if people would lose sight of me. But luckily I'm glad I did it earlier on. You could download all those videos, and if you start a new channel, just re-upload them all. You will lose like your views and stuff. You would have to you'd start from scratch with that. So it's really it's a complicated decision. It really is. I'm really glad I changed mine, because when I had the long name, everybody was searching for me under Miss Kim, because whenever anybody talked about me, they're like, oh, go to Miss Kim's channel. That was before, some of that was before we had the list. And my analytics said 74% of the people were searching me under Miss Kim, so I just changed it to Miss Kim SP. It's simple, tells you what I am. People can find me. Hey, Marco from Germany. Parody, I don't care about it, but if I do get it, it'll be helpful, because I do drive a good distance. So do you. I mean, you bought a lot of equipment too. Me, if it was my income, I wouldn't care at all. Probably wouldn't have even put memberships up or any of that. I didn't care, but I just did it because I thought it was fun to make the levels. You could look at them. I want YouTube to pay for my channel. But my husband's footing the bill for everything. Now, we've always been, you know, what's yours is ours. There's been times where I've made a good amount of money too. I paid for our whole vacation one time. It was like 10 grand, you know, you know, just a lot of stuff, you know. See, next year we'll be together 40 years since high school. So the only time he gets a little tiffy with me was like, I wanted to add another line to our account. He was like, you're gonna get a job? Like, well, technically this could be my job. Yeah, I understand that. But if I could just get enough to just help with some gas or parking, because we have a V8 truck, it's a gas guzzler. And like today, the cheap parking was gone. I had to go to the more expensive parking, which I like when it's hot or when it's sunny, because it's a parking garage with levels. So it just depends. The next almost 3 streams have already been sponsored. Somebody gave me the same person, Sundee, gave me another Cash App. That's the 3rd time she's helped me out, and I do appreciate it. And she's not even on here all the time. So, but I think it's cool. So she's helped me out. I think she always does it towards the end of the month when I've said it gets a little tight. We're going to budget tomorrow. We used to leave the house, go to Barnes & Noble, and sit down and do our monthly budget and stick to it. And we haven't done that in a long time. And it's not that we're financially fine. It's just we have not been budgeting well. That's all it is. So I want to be able to budget what I need for my trips and put them like maybe on one of my credit cards, keep it out of the account kind of thing. So a lot of little things to plan. I didn't mean to come on here and just babble. I always try to start with a subject. I didn't drink enough water today. I woke up super, super late. That's why I'm late. And I just, like, I had a doctor's office called me today for an MRI, and she's like, well, when do you want me to schedule it? And I try to do it late morning, preferably afternoon, because my mornings are slow. I wake up and I'm moving slow. So that's why I've never been able to make it early like Pitzel does at like 8:30 in the morning. Because I'd have to leave at 7, and I'm not a morning person anymore. Well, thank you, Parody. I appreciate that sentiment. Well, like I said, last I checked, I haven't checked comments or anything in a few days. I kind of did a week of, I was in other chats. You know, I watched some SPTV, and I did a couple live streams. But I kind of was a slug all week. I didn't watch a lot, and I didn't do anything with my stuff. Nothing. I still need to check email. My brain compartmentalizes now, where I used to multitask 4 things. Now I have to write everything down and make notes. But anyway, I was saying I hadn't set up my way to get the money from YouTube. And you know, that was way back when all those other memberships were gifted. And I said, well, there was $66 last time I checked. And most of that was memberships, not YouTube ad, because I was new at the time. I just got monetized. And I'm like, you know, that's enough to get my reflector umbrella and pay for some gas. I'm happy with that. I don't need to make like extra money. If I did, I would try to get some sort of work from home job. My thing is with my health, my husband wanted me to go to work for his company. There's what they call the SOC in security, where you sit at the desk and watch the cameras and communicate, and so you're sitting. And I'm like, I can't be relied upon for 8 hours a day, because I never know what my day is going to be like when I wake up. I might wake up tremoring. I might wake up super fatigued. There's been days where my wearing clothes hurts my skin. It's all fibro weird symptoms. It's just weird stuff. So that's the only thing. But my daughter is working from home, and I'm like, if I could find a work from home job that I could pretty much choose the time that I worked, that might be an option. Like, because even planning ahead, like just regular plans, if I plan ahead, sometimes when that day comes, it's not happening. So, first world problems. I shouldn't complain. I'm sitting here in front of this cult with people stuck in there that don't have those choices. And I try to keep that in mind, that are working 100 hours a week and making $50 a week. Yeah, that's what streamers do. Yeah. So, you know, when I do get a little bit, I'm excited. It does help. It goes right in the gas tank, or just something I might need to buy. Now, what I am going to try to see if I can do, because I've sold Avon, I've sold Tupperware, and when you have a small business like that, and just a few other streamers, you can, if you create it under like a business, it doesn't have to be an LLC, but if it's for your job, and especially if you're self-employed, like technically I am, you can keep your track of your trips and your mileage, the equipment that you bought, and it's possibly you could deduct it from your taxes. Now, what we found out is you can do that with your medical stuff too, but you have to cap $3,000 in deductions before you see anything come off. And before, when it was just trips to the doctor and paying for prescriptions, we didn't make enough money, so we never tried. So I'm going to see at the end of the year how that goes, and I'll let people know. But that might be an idea for other streamers, especially anybody that drives a good distance. Like Danny and Leah, the amount of driving I see them doing. But I think when you do that, I don't know, it's complicated. So I won't know anything until it gets closer to the end of the year. But I have another suggestion. My husband and I are joining Lawyers on Retainer. He had another insurance company for people in security or anybody that is armed to help if they were ever involved in a bang bang. And he found out that this company would drop people if that person got charged. Well, yeah, you could get charged. It's a cult. Don't give them your real information. You can go in, just don't give them your real information. They'll hound you.
Stop it.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Not until there's no more kids in there being abused. Then I'll stop. You know I'm right. It's that old guy. I'm gonna turn the camera around because the whole family just went in there. Like parents and kids, and they looked wide-eyed like they weren't sure what they were doing. I just told them, don't give them your own information. So we'll see how long they're in there. But it looked like a mom and dad and possibly 3 kids. Older kids, like teenagers, maybe 20. Let's see, this is still July, right? August. I don't know when classes start. Let's see. I can only make so much before they start cutting. Oh, yeah. I know how that works, Parody. Yeah. I'm not on it because my husband makes too much for me to have disability. I told him if we got divorced, I could get it. No. That's not gonna happen. So, let's see, what did my title say? Well, it said I was back. I wanted to shut him down. Oh, the child abuse. That's right. And that old guy's like, stop it. I don't think you could hear him. I could barely hear him. He said, stop it. And I said, no. And he said, yes. And I said, as he's going in, I said, I'll stop when there's no more children being abused in Scientology. And he just gave me this dirty look. And I said, you know I'm right. He knows I'm right. But he's not allowed to think it. Hey, Marco, got in there and tell them your name is Dandruff. I am going to go to another org here eventually because, I was saying when I started, I never got to go in this one because it wasn't open yet. So they knew who we were before they opened. So I never had the chance to, go in. Did you guys see Hitzel on Natalie's show this morning and yesterday? So she got a bunch of paraphernalia. If you don't want that stuff, I'll take it. If you're just going to throw it away. Do you see him? The guy came out with some paraphernalia. I'll take it. They wanted to give it to me. So, they weren't in there very long. Dandruff from Pure Flake Company. That's funny. That is totally funny. Oh, let me get my sign up better than that. Okay, there. Let's do this. So I got a new backpack. It doesn't sit as well as the other one. There we go. This weekend, this is the start of my husband's weekend. We are working on that new sign. I have been talking about it since March. We've had the stuff since March. Tom, if you're awake, I would tap it, but we're working on my sign. It won't take that much to finish it. But I found out one sad thing, and I'll have to find it. There was a teacher store in town that you could go in and laminate posters. They had a huge laminating machine, and that was my plan. But I drove by there the other day, and it said for lease, and it looked like it was closed, which surprised me. We have so many schools around the base. It's ridiculous. They're always building new schools. We have 4 high schools in a 15-mile radius. Probably less than that. Let me change. You know what? I forgot to change the chat. That's why they're not showing. Did I miss anyone's chat? Because it was on top chat, not all. But since mine's so small, usually I don't miss anybody. It's a little, my screen's a little bit dark. Marco, how about you write them? So angry, I even made a sign on it. Alright, because I'm going to have interchangeable signs. So every time I show up, one side's permanent. It'll be the sptvfoundation.org. But the other side's going to be Velcro. And I'm going to change out my sign like weekly. Or not weekly, every trip. So there's a different message every time. But yeah, I've seen a lot of the... Oh, they need to wash the old chalk better. Yeah, they're not working at it too hard, are they? I don't see anything you can actually read, though, right now. The door's still open a little bit. I think if they did fix it, they didn't fix it, like, all the way good. So, like, if you don't pull it, it's not. But I know they can hear me. These windows don't look that thick, really. But sptvfoundation.org. It's ex-members like yourself that would love to talk to you. Give them a call. My hands are already sticky. Can't stand that. I even went to the store last week trying to find some sort of wipe that didn't leave stickiness. Didn't find any. I thought these vinegar wipes would help. Maybe I'll have to make my own. Just water wipes. That's what I need. Just water. Watch my finger move. Thank you. I saw that. LRH. Yeah, LRH didn't tell him how to fix it. Watch my finger move. Thank you. What did my finger do? How does that make you feel? I would, you know what I was thinking that whole time? I would love it, because we're finding a lot of information in Dianetics about how LRH's mind worked, and he's actually saying what is wrong with you and your reactive mind and your cells and engrams. But what he's actually showing us, because being somebody that's looking at it from a knowledgeable point of view, knowing that it's a cult and that he was full of crap, is you can see in there how he is laying the groundwork to control people in Scientology. He's saying he's going to fix that, but in reality, that's what he's going to do to you. And so, oh, the vinegar did work. My hands are on it sticky. Ooh, hey, that worked. Wow. So, I have these. They're just vinegar, and it worked. My hands aren't sticky. Ooh. Maybe it pick a nose. Maybe they use a hose. I know somebody did say it sounded like Dr. Seuss, Scientology. But yeah, so he's laying out how he's going to keep them in a re-stimulated, he's going to put them in a traumatic situation. Then he's going to keep you in an environment that's going to re-stimulate that trauma all the time. Keep you, that literally will shut down part of your brain, so that you're kind of zombie-like, but you're also in fight or flight because you work all day long. That's why I think they do so much freaking paperwork, and and then you can't be kind. So there's nobody to turn to, and they snitch on each other, and you can't trust anybody. So you're constantly AA, I think it was. I can remember subjects and what somebody said, but it's really hard with the names. But he said, yeah, he always felt unease when he was a member or in there. And so he's telling you he's going to help you go clear and get rid of that, when in reality, if you're in Sea Org or staff, that's exactly what he's doing to you. And he talks a lot about hypnosis. And anyway, how your part of your brain shuts down from that trauma and that recent, and then you're moldable. And that's how he mind controls. And it just made me understand people inside all the more, and why I will never be confrontational with these people if possible. Like that guy, I was trying not to be mean, and I just told him, I just answered him. Because, he's probably spent his whole life in there. Maybe he does believe there's no children being abused. But he was probably abused himself. And you know what? He's got that hunch. Look up touch sanitizing germ block. Okay, I will. Thank you. Can I get a screenshot? No. Oh, yep. I'm going to screenshot that. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Where's my chat? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I need something that doesn't leave my hands sticky because I'm sweating out here. But this worked. The vinegar really worked. But I'm not going to buy it. Those things were expensive. So I'm either going to make my own in a baggie or just make some that go in this when I'm done. I like Grove, but dang. Oh, there you are, eh? Are you the one that said that to me, that you were always uneasy when you were inside? Those inside don't know about the abuses that go on. I know. I'm trying to remember that maybe they literally haven't seen it. Or, like Natalie said, that it was so the norm, they thought it was like that everywhere. And a lot of people who come out of an abusive relationship or family or any of that, especially when they're young and don't know the outside world, they don't know that it's wrong. They probably know deep inside them somewhere, but they don't know that outside those doors, they should be getting arrested for what they're doing. And those are the kind of things I try to bring up to them when I do see them, is to let them know that there are people out here to let them know it's not normal. I told them about how their stats aren't the only ones that are down. And I think the next time I get the door open, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, the things that go on inside Scientology that you think are normal are not okay out here. If I did them, I'd be arrested. I have to make it short, though, because they're closing them doors with quickness. So I'll have to shorten that up a bit. But I encourage you to listen to my Scientology readings, because it is a bit boring at times. But I went into it wanting to know how so many people, before the internet, so, 60, 50, 60, 70s especially, because those are going to be the parents and grandparents of the people that are inside right now or that have recently escaped. You get reported on if you complain. Nobody talks to each other about their abuses. AA, and that's exactly... Oh, damn it. I didn't get it out for the door closed. I think because it's windy, if somebody else is opening the side door, it opens the front door. But yeah, that's why I sit there and I list the signs of human trafficking, because they check them all off. The way that they're treated and the way they're housed and the way they're fed and all that. So I do try to, I've gotten that across to them many, many times. But, and then after we read, we had this epiphany in that one chapter. God, I wish I had the book with me. About this is what he's doing. He's re-traumatizing these people on a daily basis. And, you know, he turns them zombie-like to where they're not allowed to think for themselves, and then he writes policies on everything from how to write, you know, how to write somebody up to how to freaking wash the windows. So you don't think for yourself. You don't think for yourself. And that's how he does it. And the only thing I think that's going to get them out now is the protesters telling them these things and giving them nuggets of information and not being mean to them. Because what is going on inside? They're being mean. People are being mean to them all day long. Even the public are pressured, you know, to give money, to do this, to give up. I saw Nora talk about how if you want to buy a new car, they make you feel guilty about spending that money on a new car instead of giving it to the org. So even publics are pressured and manipulated and sometimes not treated very well. So I think we're learning, and I know a lot of the people that were doing that are also learning. I think they're realizing the more, and it's knowledge and information. We are learning more as Never End and protesters from people like Aaron and Nora and Natalie and others talking about what goes on inside. And even when it's something like last night where it was, you know, rather boring or weird and kind of funny, but you know, I super chatted. I said, you know, I appreciate you doing this. It helps me understand what you and others inside have gone through. And the more knowledge I have, the better I can understand and the better I can do with my protesting. You know, now what I would have put on a sign in March might be different than what I'm going to put on a sign now. So that those boring, you know, dry things that they're reading for us, or that I'm reading in Dianetics, do have a purpose and do help us understand, you know, exactly. Because he said, Aaron even said, how do you explain this to a Never End? How do you explain how monotonous and simple and laughable that these drills and training can be? When you just say it, you don't get it. You have to hear it and you have to see it. And that's why I started reading Dianetics. And I also, there's some other books I want to read. I want to get The Way to Happiness too, because it's talked about a lot. And I need to read the OT levels. I'd really like to see those. You know, I might not read them word for word, but I might look through them. And I hear they're on the internet. I need to find them. And then I want to also get, I've got somebody emailing me a new version of Dianetics to see the things that have been changed, which would, they would have to be honest. This is a busy time of day. I covered the mic. I hope it helped. That was loud. This is a much busier time of day. Reading the stuff on the internet. So, you know, if this is going to be an ongoing thing that I'm going to do, then I'm going to have to do the study and I'm going to have to do the work to know better, you know, what they go through, to know better what to say, and just to understand them more. Oh, you're reading Going Clear. Yeah, I haven't read or seen Going Clear. I haven't seen Leah Remini show. Everything I have learned has been from the channels on YouTube. And I know there's a lot of gaps in that information because, you know, they do a live stream or they make a video and, you know, it may not cover everything. So every time they go over something new, like last night, I forget what those were called. My brain hurts today. whatever that training was they were doing last night. Do you guys remember what Aaron was actually reading? See, I can remember the subject matter, but I forget the title or the name. I don't understand why fibro does that to my brain. Oh no! Your computer went dead. Are you back now? Man, my computer's so crappy. And see, I have never used it. It's not crappy because I've like abused it. I didn't, I bought what sounded good, but I didn't realize when I bought it, it didn't have a battery that comes off. And it dies in 30 minutes, so I just keep it plugged in all the time. But I just got that notification that it's not going to be supported after next year because it's got Windows 10. So I'm like, oh no, I have to get a new laptop this year. I'm so heartbroken. I'd love to get like a Chromebook or something that's thin and high speed. But I didn't need a good one before. I read Jenna's book and Ron Miscavige's book. I know, that does suck. Yeah, see, I haven't even read any of those books. I'm glad I'm a procrastinator because I'm really glad I didn't buy those other books that now I have no interest in reading. Or the bobblehead that costs $40 that I hear falls apart. I would love to have an AA Ron bobblehead and a Natalie bobblehead. That would be so fun. Totally fun. Oh, and we need an Osa bobblehead and a Davy bobblehead. Oh, that would be so awesome. Y'all get on that. Figure out how to do it. I don't know what it is about merch on the YouTube, but man, different communities that I've watched we're so into merch. I personally haven't bit the bullet. I need an SPTV logo shirt, and I need a Natalie Never End shirt. And you know what? I think I might try to get those this month. Because my t-shirts, because I have so little clothes because I don't work or go anywhere, my stuff gets washed more often and just deteriorates a lot faster. I'm running out of good t-shirts and stuff and blouses. So yeah, that's gonna suck too. I'm gonna have to buy some new t-shirts, man, with the SPTV logo on it. That's terrible. But like I was saying, the more I understand, and Natalie has said it too, Eric, they've all said it, that the more we know, the better that we can say things to people inside. Even Aaron said he had a lot of ideas on how to use what he was reading to us. I wish he would tell us. I wish he'd do a short where he told us things to say if he has those ideas. Hey, No Face, what's up? And you're a member. Fun with anagrams, L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, that's the thing is, that's the only bad side effect that I know, that I thought about way a long time ago, especially back during the Danny Masterson stuff. The more we show how Scientology covers up predators, I'm worried that predators are going to start joining Scientology. Just saying. Because it's literally built to protect them and give them victims that won't say anything. And that's just my only fear. Yeah, I have this brain that goes way beyond. I've seen way too much true crime and stuff. Oh, I got kicked off for a minute. Are we good? Said I was kicked off. And so, hi. People are looking at my sign when they go by. But you know what? I'm going to sit here and fix my sign. Nah, you know what? I'm not. No, yes I am. Because I told Hitzel whenever... Oh, sorry about that, guys. I hate it when I do that. Let's see. Gotta put markers in here somewhere. Oh, let me pull some of these flyers out I could give out. Let's do that. And there's the markers. So, we were talking about... we need to have our own auditing session outside the org. Oh, yes! Yes! I want to see what... I wish, like... And I know it's traumatizing for them, but I would like to see two people do one on camera so we can see... And I bet they could even find an e-meter. They're kind of expensive. On eBay. Probably because the demand has gone up. Anyway, one side of my sign, I was out here on a misty day. It got wet and just faded all my marker. So I only have one good side now. And then when that guy was trying to come after me, it was sitting in my cart and I took my cane and hit it really hard to show him I meant business. Messed up my own sign. And then I'm gonna fix it nice and I'm gonna give it to Hitzel so she doesn't have to just hold poster board anymore. Trust me, it's way easier to hold this thing than... Because I started out with just poster board and then my husband just got some scrap lumber out and I just hot glued that sucker. We had it... You know how many staplers I've gone through in my... Like, quickly? Like, I buy a stapler, like a Stanley, and I use it 3 times and it stops working. And I've bought like 10 of these suckers in the last 20 years and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. They won't work. They'll go in straight. They won't do it right. I just don't understand. And I see people on HDTV using staplers all day long and they're fine. That's a little better. I probably should have used black. Chalk that line. Thank you. Yeah, my sign has serious battle scars. Like R40,000. Oh, constantly watch true crime. Yeah, I actually have stopped because of the SPTV, and it was starting to get to me. I used to watch, like, rescuing dogs and stuff, you know, the animal control shows. Now I can't even watch a short about it. It just hurts my heart too much. I don't know why. I can't watch gore. I can't deal with anymore. You would think getting older, I don't know what it is. I know my germophobia is because I've got too much knowledge on the subject. And I was like that way before COVID. But I've never gotten COVID. And I couldn't get the jab because of my autoimmune disease. And honestly, since I started living with sanitizer, literally, I have sanitizer on me at all times. When I get home, I take my street clothes off immediately. I don't sit around in them. I mean, I am a germaphobe. And I haven't even had the flu. And I was a sickly kid. They still haven't taken my tonsils out. They're permanently swollen because they've been infected so many times. I can't sing anymore. I was in competitions in school. Now I can't sing. And I haven't had the flu in 4 years. Now I was isolated the first year. I was being super careful. So with my asthma, I was scared to death. but I wipe, you know, because I use sanitizer freaking everywhere I go. So, this isn't a very good fix, but it'll do. Let's see. I understand it makes you paranoid. Yeah. And I haven't had the flu vaccine either. But now that I'm out more, I thought I might get sick. But like I said, I'm constantly paying attention. Like, I know when I get home, I'm gonna wash this chair because I kept turning it upside down on this yucky sidewalk. I'll get a towel to put it on when I'm trying to set it up. Because I'm old and weak, I have to do it that way. Let's see. Oh, I'm almost done. Let's see. We're in Austin. Oh, you know what? I should put that in the title. Sorry about that. And I forgot to hit the location. So I was setting it up. Because I have to do it after I get here. So I was standing on the sidewalk setting it up. I forgot that part. Yeah, you can tell Austin easily by the fact that we have this ridiculously big sidewalk. So it's hard for us to get like up close to people going in and out because you have to make a concerted effort to do it, and you can tell. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But like I said, once I get my reflector umbrella, I'm going to start setting up on the side too, because we know for a fact that people are going in that door. That's why we don't see that many come in here. The ones that do are either people that don't care, don't know, or can't get up the stairs, like people with scooters and walkers. But there's not as much shade over there, because right now the building is shading me, but the trees probably wouldn't. So, but as soon as I get that umbrella, and originally I was just looking at the handheld kind of umbrella, but since I started bringing this chair, they have one that's really cool on Amazon. It's a reflector umbrella, and it attaches to your chair, and it's silver on top to reflect the sun. So I'll probably order it here next week. And if I could get away from the metal, I might. Well, it looks like crap. At least you can see it now, but you can tell where it got wet. So this side was still pretty okay, but I've had this sign since the beginning. It's been through a lot. Oh, jeez. Every time I do something, I hit that dang tripod. Sorry, guys. I should warn you when I'm getting into my stuff. I need more water. I brought so much water. So much water. And then I have Pup Grimmer's flyers that she made, these mini flyers that are really good. I've given those out. The Color Pops, which is great. Yeah, it's a little bit better than it was. It was, when I originally did it, it was 2 colors. I had one color, and then I had like red inside. It looked really cool, but I just wanted it to be bolder than it was. I even brought my fans this time, but didn't need them today. So I was ready to go. I was getting ready last night. I've got, let's see, got my cooler, just so you know. So I freeze half bottles at night. So this was a half bottle. This was a cold bottle I put in. So I have 2 full bottles. I have my coffee for on the way home. And then I've got 3 more half frozen bottles. Now normally I would have 3 full bottles, but when I went to my pit stop, and I usually buy a bottle of water there when I get here because my oh, and then I had my sandwich and my snacks in there too. So, but their shelving cooling unit that holds the waters was down today. So, yeah. Well, it's Texas and it's hot. So I had to be kind of a little bit more prepared than most. And AA, I don't know if you were watching the channel back in May. It was actually hotter in May than it is May and beginning of June than it is now. But I found out I have to use an inhaler, but I don't have really bad asthma. I've never gone to the hospital for it, and usually I throw a inhaler away before I use it all. It expires. But man, I had an asthma attack on camera because the humidity was ridiculous and it was like 110. But I seem to be feeling better. I haven't used my inhaler. Oh my goodness. I'm still signed into my camera at home. So it's giving me notifications and that's just telling me the dogs just went out. So they must have woke Hubby up. That's pretty much the only thing that sets it off. Oh, well, no, I'm expecting a delivery today. That might have been my delivery. So, yesterday, my neighbor, he mows our grass. And my dogs don't really know him that well. Unbeknownst to me, they've already met. My dogs, there's been times I get grocery delivery and they've left my gate just enough open that it looked closed, but they got out. And so he's met my dogs, and my big dog looks scary AF. But once you're in the fence, she's like, hey man, what's up? But if you're outside the fence, she will eat your face. So he was weeding, and I thought he was done. I didn't hear the mower, and I let him out. Well, she had a big honking collar with a handle on it before, but it broke. And I'm trying, and she don't listen to me. She is Tom's dog. The only time she listens to me is if I'm mean. Like, real. I yelled at her so loud my throat hurt when I came inside. Finally got a hold of, like, the skin on the back of her neck and kind of crawled, I was walked her all the way in. And immediately ordered a new collar. And it'll be here today. Because I didn't have anything to grab onto. She's a good dog, though. She just is stubborn, and she does things she knows she's not allowed to do. And will look right at you while she's doing it. And she's the first big dog we've ever had that isn't careful around the little dogs. So she's hurt them a couple times stepping on them. Yeah. So that's why I have so much crap. And the other reason is if I go more than 20 minutes from home, I come prepared because, and this is an hour and a half one way to get here. So I have a bag with a change of clothes in the car because you never know what might happen. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? What do you want to know?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know anything about Scientology?
Kind of. I mean, I'm a member online. But do you guys help your members find their information that was stolen? Their ID and stuff?
Actually, there is a foundation that will help ex-members called SPTV
Because I haven't
Foundation.org.
Because I haven't been in any of the prayer or anything online or the books and stuff. There's books that we read.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know all about it. I did a deep dive for a couple years.
Yeah, because I stopped going to,
And I know a lot of ex-members online
to stores and stuff, so people don't clone me, pregnant me, take the baby and claim I'm their daddy and their mommy, get an SSI, make them look stupid.
Well, if you need any help regarding Scientology, do I have it on here? No, I don't. Just remember SPTV. It's sptvfoundation.org or .com. Email them, and they help ex-members with everything. I don't. I'm just a protester. I'm just somebody comes down and lets them know that they can get out, and lets people on my live stream learn about them, and so that they don't get their hooks in them. And they opened across from the college on purpose so they could get their hooks in these young people. And when I'm here, see they close up. That's the point. Nobody new goes in there when I'm here. And we have other people that protest too. We have now with the ex-member YouTube channels and the protest channels, we have like 200 channels now, all working and doing the same thing. It's awesome. Just check it out.
Yeah, because
you'll learn a lot. You'll learn all the stuff that you probably don't know.
I lost so much money when I was in France. Everything was fraud. Where I'm trying to read the book, somebody's using my money, transferring my money out of the banks.
Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that.
Just
if they do bank fraud.
Only in 15 minutes.
They know lawyers, sptvfoundation.org.
They know when you're walking, they know when you're driving, they know all that.
Well, they have lawyers that help people get their money back.
Yeah, because right now I have RSDI, because it's kind of like, it's kind of like, it's fraudulent what the Muslims do.
Yeah.
Like the no makeup, they're trying to bring you back to them. All that.
We know there's some, the NOI works with Scientology.
Because my social security.
I had you know who they are, right? The NOI? Nation of Islam. I had a Nation of Islam guy out here screaming at me a week or so ago.
That's how I stole my passport, told him to expel me. It's like they only know which food spikes your blood.
I don't know about that now. I don't know anything about that part.
Sugar, water doesn't. It spikes your blood, it gives you blood pressure.
Well, like I said, I can't help with that, but SPTV Foundation might be able to.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about that stuff. I just know the basics about Scientology.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to go back to France. So.
Oh, what'd you say, Peter? Hey. Well, hello, KT Peter. KT Peter. Can't say your name. Oh, I'll be here for a while. I got here late today, too. I realized my husband didn't have to work tonight. I don't have to come in the middle of the day when it's freaking hot. Oh, the Aftermath Foundation can help with that, too. They're really good. You can find them both online. But the Aftermath Foundation, they help with housing and jobs and all that stuff. And they have lawyers that'll help you get your money back when they steal it. Oh, thank you, Peter, for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you, Mom.
Okay. We'll see you later. That was interesting. That's why I was getting into the chat. Did you hear all that by any chance? Did you guys hear what she was saying? I don't know if she was too far away. She said that she joined online and was reading online. But, okay. Then she started saying that, she was worried about them because they took her, can you help get my ID back, and they're taking her money, and she doesn't want them to take her blood and clone her and then make a baby and take it away. That was early in the conversation. That's why I turned the camera around, hoping to engage and she might go. And then she went into a whole bunch of stuff like that. Then she went into the Muslims, and they do that, and I just told her I don't know anything about that. Yeah, well, it sounded very much like a schizophrenic. My husband doing security, he used to do security in North Austin at the Motel 6, and he got people like that a lot. he had a guy that was losing his mind one night because this guy with dreads was on the roof watching him, and it was a telephone pole. So I understand, like, as soon as I start seeing the paranoia, that's probably what it is. And they believe this stuff, that they're trying to take their, she said something about cloning and taking her DNA, and that's a schizophrenic. Yeah, bad mental health talk. That's why I don't want to be mean and say go away. So I try to be, you know, yeah. I missed a couple things. I don't know if she was a member or not. That might have been a story. What? Is that recently, PETA, that Morello Media sells Los Angeles TV station to Church of Scientology? Or is that, I know they bought a station before, a long time ago. Mylanta. All kinds, yeah. Wouldn't put it past F. Sciento giving her 20 bucks in a story. Yeah, and I was kind of, I had that in the back of my mind too. Nope, she would not qualify as a member, yeah. And I've never heard of a Scientologist joining online. She probably filled out her information online, and probably for like a pamphlet, and that's probably what she meant. Yeah, and I was keeping that in the back of my mind, but she wasn't giving me aggressive vibes. So until that happens, I try to, you don't want to come at them. SBTVfoundation.org, go check them out. Kids should not be doing Scientology. Kids just went in. The same two kids we always see. She looks about 15, he looked about 8. With a staff member, not a parent. Unless the staff member was their parent. Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff. July 29th. Holy crap, PETA. Yeah, they would have filtered her house. You can do distance courses online. Okay, that's what she meant. I can't believe they bought a TV station. What are they going to do with it? He spends money in the weirdest ways. You know, not fixing the door for 4 or 5 months, maybe longer. But we'll put frost on the door so you can't see through. And then buying a TV station when they can't pay the electric bill in other orgs. You have a mod to drop the... Oh, I'll make you a mod, PETA. I think I was trying to do that one day. But I was on... I can't do it when I'm on StreamYard. I have to be on YouTube. But I'm going to have to be on YouTube more often unless I want to spend more money, because I got to figure out how to download my videos onto my computer, or I need an external hard drive because that computer is going to be toast soon. I'm paying for like the basic membership where you get 50 hours of memory or recording. And I was at 43 last time I checked. So... And I noticed when I look back on StreamYard live streams when I'm out here, they don't look as good. There's like a glitchiness to them that you can't quite put your finger on that I just don't like. It doesn't look as good when I'm going straight to YouTube. But now that I can go horizontal on YouTube, I'm perfectly happy live streaming on YouTube. Because I don't need all that extra stuff. I only need that when I'm live streaming from home, when I want to bring something up on the screen or have somebody call in. That's why I did the StreamYard. And YouTube tried to make us stay vertical for a while, but they finally realized how many people freaking hated it and finally gave us the option for horizontal again. So, just saying, when someone is that close and talking weird, please watch their hands. I know. She was a bit close. That's why I turned the camera around too. Just in case. it wouldn't have stopped anything, but at least y'all. I am at, you can find it easily on Google. If you put Austin Scientology, it will come up because they don't have the other location anymore. And if it did come up, it'll say closed. Because I'm at the corner of Guadalupe and 22nd. So if something ever happens, please call the police for me, please. Austin PD. That's another reason that I sit here, because I have the bench all the way back this way. See? It goes all the way back here. I have my chair. Now they can come up this way a little bit. I usually turn more this direction. I'm going to do that here in a minute. Well, I really don't want to move anything. Then I have the tree. And then I have my wagon from the tree to the tripod. So the only way you can get to me is directly right here. Right here. Or come through my tripod and chair and bench right here. So I think it's helpful. And I think that guy that got aggressive with me, I think he was going to get physical. But he didn't expect me to come back with my cane and come back angrily. I didn't cower. And all it is A, my husband told me how to deal with it, and B, I dealt with a rabid dog once. And he wasn't really rabid, but he was an angry dog in the neighborhood. They abused him. And he got 2 other dogs with him. And we didn't have our whole yard fenced in yet. One side along the driveway was open. And we were having my kid's birthday party outside. And I had walked around the corner of the house to the driveway, and there they were. And I had a 4-year-old little girl behind me. Actually, I think she might have been younger than 4. And I'm like, all I did, I just screamed at that dog as mean as I could. And the other 2 peeled off. And when he didn't have a pack anymore, then he left. I've never been so scared in my life. That dog wanted to eat my face. And needless to say, we fenced in the rest of the yard soon after that. So that's what I did. I came back. But if you go back and you watch, I have my little setup. He pulled my sign out and threw it out there on the ground. That's the first thing he did. He came up from my blind spot. What did I do? Left my area to go get my sign, and I yelled at him. Now, I should have never done that. I should have never come out. Hi. He's laughing at my sign. But, you think you're prepared to deal with, something like that. I've not dealt with a lot of violence in my life. No, I really haven't. So you think you're going to be okay, but then I wasn't thinking. Luckily, Colin showed up. And if he hadn't showed up, because the guy circled around and was back here behind me, Colin showed up and leaned against this bench between us. Then the guy went down the sidewalk towards those other businesses, and he was going in and out of there too. And he started to come back, and Colin was way over there between the coffee shop and me. And the guy peeled off, went into the middle of the street. This is 3 lanes of traffic, and stopped traffic. And I think that's the only reason the cops were so fast, is he had stopped. When I finally called, he left, and he was bothering other businesses, and he stopped traffic. And then he was over here on this wall, right over there, sitting, waiting on him. And it took 3 cops to get him into cuffs, because he was fighting them the whole time. And I've never seen him before, and I haven't seen him since. And Colin didn't know him. And Colin is in this neighborhood every day. He knows everybody. So but you're right, I should have got my cane out, because she wasn't, my radars wasn't up the way she was so calm. But you're right, they can turn like that. I should have got my cane out. just like, I should have just done this and just sat it there. Just to let her know. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. There's that article, guys. Peter put it in the comments in the chat. Go check that out. I'm going to. Just being a mama bear. No, I appreciate it. I really do. You're right. Just because they're being calm doesn't mean anything. They can turn. Did you bring your magnets for the signs? I have the magnets. Forgot to grab this. I've been out. I haven't been out here since Thursday before last. And I was really out of my groove, getting everything ready. Trying to remember everything. You know, when you're coming every other day, you know, you get to know, you know, it took me forever to get ready. And I stuff I didn't think about. The last minute I tried to find my hat, and I'm like, well, I can't find it. But it's later in the day, I knew I would have more shade. So, but yeah, I'm definitely, this weekend, I'm going to make my husband finish my sign. You hear me? I know he's on there because the dogs went outside. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you, PETA. Sure. Is that Cher? At a pet sitting job last week, I had a bobcat stuck in a barrel in a closed pen with 5 bird dogs. Oh my gosh. You need a PG bag, protest bag for these kinds of things. Yeah, I have my backpack. I got this awesome backpack. Do you want to see it? And I got it on sale. You know how they had Prime Day last month, a week or so ago, but they were doing sales before that. So my normal little backpack, I literally ran into Walmart on the way. It was before the opening to find. I didn't want a big, huge school backpack, and it was the only single one hanging there that wasn't huge. And it was like 20 bucks. And I grabbed it. It had a couple front pockets, and then the inside just one big, huge chasm. And it was so hard to get the things. Yeah, that, I can imagine. Bobcat. Did he ever get out? What happened with that? So my husband works in downtown Waco. Downtown. And they have so many cameras on all their properties because he drives around to all the properties and checks them out at night and watches cameras because he's by himself at night. He's the only one that works alone, which I don't like because his biggest problem is homeless people sleeping on the property, and he's had them get aggressive. And I'm like, if somebody hurt you at 3 o'clock in the morning, nobody would know for 3 more hours until it was time for him to get relieved. And I don't like it. But one or two of their cameras are Ring cameras, so he gets the neighborhood alerts. And somebody was showing that they had a bobcat in their backyard in downtown Waco. It's not like there's woods around, like close, like 15 miles maybe. So he could have walked up to one of these properties to a bobcat. I was like, holy crap. That girl comes back. She's paid. Yeah, I believe it. I also look at it as, another reason I turn the camera on. Sometimes they just want to be on camera, too. I've had a couple people I could tell that's what they were trying to do. And I just turn the camera. I go, the camera's not on you. Oh yeah, thrift store. Our thrift stores suck. Because we have a little isolated area. I do go there to get t-shirts. Like this was a good little shirt. I like men's shirts. Men's t-shirts. And I don't like to get the cheap t-shirts at Walmart because they don't last long. My stuff gets washed too often. They pill, you know. So I go to Goodwill to get t-shirts mostly. And like I've never been to wherever this place is. Actually, this is getting old. And there's a hole in it. I didn't know there was a hole in my shirt. Looks like a moth. Yeah, they scare me too. They got lots of claws. So that's another reason I stay up late, is I'll be talking to my husband on Facebook Messenger. Because, like I said, part of the night he's in the security office watching like 100 cameras, and then he has to do patrols and come back, and then he's letting people in, deliveries and stuff. And, you know, when he gets off at 6 a.m. So like starting around 4 a.m. he's having to go let deliveries and stuff in, and people coming into work. I had to leash every dog through the door. Took 30 minutes, then back out of runs. All the while, bobcat sounding like a human woman screaming. They do. Bird dogs were trying to climb on me. I lived. I know how that is, trying to get a dog to come in and the other ones want to run back out. That's what happened with the guy that was mowing my lawn. Daisy stayed just out of reach of me and was barking at him, and he had the weed eater, because she knew him. She's been fine with him, but I think the weed eater freaked her out. And I finally got a hold of the skin on the back of her neck and had to lock her in. And there I am running out there. I had my jammies on. Luckily I went out to get a Walmart package. I had that in front because I had no undergarments on. And so I'm out there with one hand, no cane, in my slippers. So I understand that can be crazy. And you had 5 dogs? Holy crap. Apply for sec job at COS. He would turn it down. See, you have jobs like this one, I could tell was whoever they could get to sign up for that. So you have a security company, and they get contracts. And this contract was, you know, whoever they could get to sign up, unless they were doing something else. Where he's at, you're assigned to that contract only. You don't rotate, you don't go to other contracts, and he likes that. When he first started security, about 12 years ago, he was a flex officer in Austin. There was one day they had him out so far, it took him 4 hours to get home in traffic. Traffic was pretty bad on the way here, but I know it's going to be good on the way home. It's going to be evening time. So he would rather stay put. I didn't know you were live. Oh, hi, Scooter Mom. Yeah, I didn't do a pre-anything. I just showed up, and I'm later than usual. Bina Beck, 33. Not that you need any more motivation. For all you do, you need to watch Natalie's interview with Amber. Okay. I will. I'll watch it. Because I don't have time to watch everything, so getting having somebody recommend something is helpful. Let's see, I didn't bring my notebook with me, so let me see if I can remember. Signs of human trafficking: living with employer, living in poor conditions, taking of identification papers like passports, not being allowed outside to talk to anyone. I'm trying to remember. Rehearsed answers, signs of physical, mental abuse, coercion can be subtle. I know I didn't get them all, but their door's a little bit cracked. Just a tiny bit cracked. I'm pretty sure they can hear me. If they don't know the SBTV Foundation by now, I say it all the time. Being told a lot. Yeah, that was the rehearsed answers. Not being able to see that person alone. Being part of a cult. is when you're not allowed to look at the internet, not allowed to read the books you want, not allowed to have an original thought. You should be able to read any book you want, you know. I'm allowed. Staff just came out. Oh, that was something I thought about too. I should be here when everybody's getting off, and night shift might be coming in. Hey guys. And he left it cracked. He didn't even try to poke it. I'll bet they loosened it because whatever they did to it was hitting people in the rear end and hurting them. Or it was really hard to get in if you had stuff in your hands. That guy had a box and a backpack. Ooh, it's breezy today. You know what? I'm going to turn this around because I think we might get some people coming in. Yep, here comes night shift, probably. I don't know what time it starts. I'm never usually here this late. You know, stats are low at every org right now. We have it on live streaming on YouTube. You can go see how dead they are. You're not the only one. Ooh, I got that in there. He went slow, too. He was listening. Matter of fact, they probably get more traffic in here than a lot of those orgs get. There's a couple older people that are here all the time. Oh, I didn't scroll. Sorry, guys. What did I miss? LRH left. You can too. I wish I would have saw that. Not allowed to be truly happy. Not allowed to see a therapist. 5:37. So doesn't the night shift like start around that time or 6? Yeah, I've never been here on a weekday kind of this late before. Not allowed to report to the police. God, I wish I was looking at this stuff. Shift change is 6. Yeah, I think so too. Cause he looked like he was coming in with some food. 6 p.m. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was coming in with some food. He was probably gonna eat and then go on shift. Hey, Dusty. Thanks. Working at it. I'm trying to get back in the groove. Man, I was gone last Thursday before last. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 10 days. No wonder. It was really hard to get my stuff together today. And like, I was in a mode before, you know, every other day I had everything ready to go. It was like, it took me forever. You can tell them that their next level will not handle their problems. Well, that's a good one. If I had my notebook, I'd be writing these down. Seriously. It's hard for me to remember stuff. That honestly is the fatigue and the fibro fog are the two things I hate about fibro the most. The pain and stuff, and the weird symptoms, I can live with. But I used to have a way better brain than this. I feel like I have Alzheimer's. Aw, shucks. We don't go out there till Thursdays. Okay. Yeah. I came today because I didn't have to be home at a certain time with the vehicle. So I could come a little bit later. It's sptvfoundation.org. They'll help you retire, and you could spend so much more time with your family. You need to get medical care. Which I know he's got that hunch. Look at it. I feel so sorry. All my grandparents and parents are already gone. And I would be heartbroken to see him look like that. That's terrible. Well, guys, I'm gonna have my dinner too. I have not eaten today. I grabbed me a sandwich and some apples. Cheaper than eating out. And I like it better. I love sandwiches. Recently, my daughter sent me pictures from a Facebook post of clean eating. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I had a ridiculous amount of romaine lettuce at home. So I started taking the cucumber and slicing it long ways, and the lunch meat and the cheese, and rolling that up in a big leaf of romaine lettuce. So I've been having those kind of sandwiches at home instead of with bread. Did you hear the news? Oh, you gonna tell them? Snitch culture is strong with your cult. Been snitched on lately. You know that's terrible, right? Yeah, that's a good one. I might write that one down. Tell them that real people don't snitch on each other like that. They help each other. It's a good one. Because if they've spent their whole life in it, they don't know. I'm moving the camera real quick so I can see you guys better. I've had to lean over. SPTVfoundation.org. Give them a call. And we have cameras on about 30 other orgs that are more dead than yours. So your stats are not the only ones that are low. Check it out. They're probably telling you you're the only ones, and it's not true. Oh, he's running to get in a car or something. Can't see it. Hey, MLH, what's up? He ran and got in a car. Feels like I've been out here longer, only an hour and a half. I think because it's been so cool with the air, with the breeze. Everybody was giving me ideas to say to people because it's shift change. Yeah, if they would just look at YouTube, they could see all those other orgs that have nobody going in. They're standing out behind me. Alan! Oh my God! You scared the bejesus out of me. Okay. That was Colin. Oh my God. Also, it's a Spanish station. I didn't catch that part, Peter. Oh, now I get it. Check them out. SPTV.space has a list of all the channels. I know. I try to be generous and give them the 30,000, but oh, that's another thing. I'm gonna go back to Aaron's show that he sat and he said if they had 1 million members, they say they have like 30 million members. If they had 1 million members, that's 7,000 members to every org. Are they getting thousands of people coming in here? That's a good one, and I need to go back and write those stats down because that's the thing. It's hard for me to remember is actual. I remembered that. Those stats. David Miscavige is lying to you about the stats. Yep, and he drives a Bentley and eats gourmet sushi when y'all are having beans and rice and getting $50 or $200 a week. You should check it out. Why is he going here? He gave me the side eye. Perfect timing. Hope he heard me. David supposedly exaggerates the stats. Yep. I try to be a little softer about it. Because if I just say David Miscavige is lying to you, they'll be like, oh, they're making that up. So I go with the, go check out YouTube and look at all of the camera footage of all of the dead orgs, the ghost towns. Something they can actually go look at. Because I try to think if somebody I say admired or worked for and they said, hey, your boss is lying to you, they might shut their ears to it, but I'll say it. So I tell them the stuff that is true, like he drives a Bentley and has Italian handmade shoes when they half the time can't pay their light bill. DM Squirrel the Tech, it's not from LRH, that's a good one.
I'm right there with you.
Alright.
I I've been believing in Scientology for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that settled it in for me
Mm-hmm.
was the South Park episode.
Yep, and then you know every bit of that is true. I've done my research.
I know, and it's funny. You know, they even have it on the episode.
Mm-hmm.
They have it on the bottom. This is 100% true facts.
Mm-hmm.
They're not lying to you.
Yep, it is. And the thing is, a lot of these people in here don't even know that because you don't learn about Xenu and, you know, the being from another galaxy and everything till you get to the upper confidential levels. And you have to pay like tens of thousands of dollars to get to that level. And so the people in here wearing the uniform vests, they don't even know that stuff yet. There's a lot of members that have gotten to that point that went, this is BS, and left. So, yeah. Yeah, and most people, I've never been a South Park watcher, but I think most people that do watch South Park know that when they do say something and they say it's true, they don't lie. They've been around a long time. They've spoofed a lot of people. How's our Dayton tree doing? The one beside me? Doing alright. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I like this tree. SPTVfoundation.org or .com. They come with on their phones. I think they do it on purpose. See that door try to kill him? That did not look comfortable. I have all the time in the world. Oh my God, except my phone is at 17%. Holy crap. I don't know why it didn't charge in the car. I'm worried that I plugged it in the car this time. And then I watched Natalie's show. And usually by the time I get here, it's 100%, even if it's a little bit low. All right, let me see. I've got all these pockets. Where did I put my battery packs? Over there. Let's see. Oh, we're good. We got 100% on the battery pack. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full, guys. Really? Tree has faces in the bark. Hi. SPTVfoundation.org. He tried to run by me. I won't let him. I gotta get... Did I bring my notebook? No, oh, yes, I did. I threw this in there. But let's see if I've got it. I've got a marker if I don't have a pen. So, I was telling you guys I got a new backpack. It has 22 pockets. I put backpack with pockets. And so I'm learning where everything is. Okay, let's go back to those things I need to say after I get my battery pack. Okay, I need a cord. Let's see. C to C. Here we go. This is long enough, I should be able to sit it in. Alright, so we have 100% on the battery pack, so I've probably got another good long time. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I got a marker, I hope it doesn't bleed through. Scientology almost eaten by bad door tech. Yeah, they pretend to be on their phone. Yeah, I won't let it work. Hey, pizza! You know, I think your name It's subliminal. Since I started being in the chat and stuff more, and you're there, I've been eating more pizza. I'm always getting pizza when I leave here at the pizza place. Okay. Yeah, I've done the listening and driving thing. So, we did the low stats already. Oh, if you had 1 million members, that's 7, this is long though, I need short things, 7,000 per org. Okay. I'm scrolling back up to, oh, we've been watching the Fate movie since, oh, Pearl Snappy. Okay. Let's see, DM squirreled attack. DM. The problem is they said these younger people don't care because LRH isn't as important to them. It's not from LRH. Okay. Yeah, the stats. Yeah, talk about the members. Why you running? I don't eat Scientologists, at least not till dessert. I can't say that. Nobody in there going, she said she was gonna eat me. Scientology. The next level won't heal. Let's see. The next level won't help your problems. They'll just want more money. Oh, I missed one. Shit. I was looking down. SPTVfoundation.org. Look them up. You'll see a lot of us channels and all the other orgs are dead too. So I'm not good. That's the only thing. I can talk stories all day long. It's just yelling out these short things. My brain doesn't work fast enough. Oh, I know about the car thing. Man, we had 2 cars, 2 claims in the same week. One for hail damage and one for an accident, and had a rental car for 27 days. One got totaled, the other one got fixed. But it was still... And then we have a third vehicle that isn't reliable right now. Because if we had 2 vehicles, I could come whenever I wanted. It wouldn't matter. Diana. Anyway, man. Breaking news. Protester with cane threatens to eat Scientologist while eating sandwich. Sorry. That was funny. Oh, yeah. So they're talking about the swattings, right? And they're saying, they're upping their game and all. And I'm like, okay, let's say they swat me. What are they going to say? That I threatened them from my chair? What? That I jumped over my wagon here in front of me to get to them? I mean, what exactly are they going to say? There's this threatening woman outside, sitting in her chair. Oh no. Ooh, it's really windy now. SPTVfoundation.org. He might have been delivering. I don't know if he's public or not. Are we going to see more public this time of night? Because I'm almost never here at night. I've done a couple of evenings, just a couple. SPTV. Your stats are not the only ones that are low. They're lying to you. Go on YouTube. You'll see you guys actually have more going in and out than most. Ha ha. Got him. Got him. I hope to see those kids come back out. She threatened me with her cooler. What will I do? Come save me. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Because it looks like we're getting more public right now. So I need things to say to public too. I know you guys will help me out. That's my only thing is I can do crafts and stuff like that. But my imagination with stuff like words and stuff, I'm not that good. Oh, cooler defense. Yeah. Let's see, 1 million. If you had 1 million members, you'd have 7,000 per org. Are you getting that many? Hi, thank you. DM Squirrel Detect. The next level won't help. Of course, I'm getting them with the stats. I think the stats is one of the best because that's gonna live in their mind. Chicken just came in back door. You must be really out there. We had chickens. We weren't supposed to. We live inside the city limits, but we had 4. Then my daughter took a couple, and then we got a couple more, but they ended up getting killed by a critter. And it was, but we had them for you, and they were pets. They literally, the first 2 could come in at night because we didn't have a really good coop for them at first. And they would, because when they were chicks, they literally would lay on my chest and go to sleep in the house. And so they would come in and I could put a blanket over the wing chair by the front door and they would just roost there and stay there all night. And then my daughter had one of the chickens, and that one, she had them in, you know, the crate inside, and that one wanted to come inside all the time, didn't want to be outside. And so she bought a chicken diaper that they could wear, and that chicken lived inside, just like the dog. And we got eggs. Whatever became of the COS old landlord and that shite check. They probably paid them off so they wouldn't have bad PR. See them trying to run by, so I can't say anything. They're warning them, or they just don't want to hear from me. I miss my chicken. I know the young ones are doing that. That's a drill. They're running by me. I probably don't want to have to do an auditing session because of it. Ma'am, the stats are low at every org right now. If you had 1 million members, you would have 7,000 people at this org all the time. Chicken diapers out of socks. I've seen that. I've seen that. And then my daughter, one of her chickens, a hawk got it. So there was one day he tried to get it and he couldn't get it over the fence. She had a privacy fence. She literally, every time she let the chickens out, she sat out there with a shotgun. And it was several weeks, and she got a little bit complacent, and he came back and he didn't try to get the chicken over the fence, he just attacked it. Poor thing. Which he left her with. Oh, my phone is so hot, you guys. I hope it doesn't shut off. SPTV Foundation, they'll help you out. That's a kid. He's a young boy. He's a teenager. He got in a car. Observed me. Oh, this is a good time. Park her broom in a handicap spot. Oh, you guys shouldn't be taking kids in there. There's nothing good going on in there for kids. Matter of fact, the things they do to kids in there is illegal out here. Did you see that? Oh, sure. Good for you. Costume's back to ours. And it was partly our fault. My husband was supposed to lock the coop when he went to work at night. That was not pretty. And we haven't had any since. Girlfriend, you should have a helmet on. Parking her motorcycle with no helmet. I wrecked. I'm glad I had my helmet on. Oh. No, not coming this way. Getting a lot of public coming in here this time of day. Oh, thanks, Peter. I know, right? Oh, ow, Diana. Man down, man down. Somebody told me vinegar on this thing. By the time I got home, mine felt okay, so I didn't have to do the vinegar. You know that thing? It was a bee, not a wasp. Wasps were worse. That's a good idea. Check out sptvfoundation.org. It's ex-members that'll help you with housing and a job and education if you need it. They'll help you get out. And they have a lawyer that'll get your money back. Ah, yes. Hey, you should check out SPTV Foundation. It's ex-members that are helping people like you. I know. Nope, he's gold, he's staff. Most of the vests I see now are gold. I wonder if they've removed some of the Sea Org they had here. They got a lot more staff here than I expected. OTs don't use canes. Oh my god, that's perfect. OTs shouldn't use canes. Actually, it's clears. And the only reason I know that is reading Dianetics. Said going clear can help your eyesight. Oh, I missed them. So I was looking down again, writing stuff down. That's why I brought this little notebook. Probably. Yeah, they have superpowers. Clears. LRH promised clears shouldn't have to use a cane. Yeah. Yep, it says in the handbook you can get a refund. Oh, I'm sure that's been taken out. The handbook said you could get a refund until Davey changed it. The handbook said you can get a refund unless Miscavige changed it. Sometimes just the act of writing it down helps me remember. I teach 4th grade. No kidding. See, when I wanted to be a teacher, I knew I couldn't do the young kids. Mainly that was because I really wanted to do it after I did home daycare. And the little ones, oh, I had these 3 5-year-olds that all had ADHD, and they all knew each other, their parents. So when they were with me, then they were hanging out on the weekends, and they fought all the time. Everybody's stats is down. You can check on YouTube. sptv.space will show you all of the people like me showing no one's going inside. You can look at your phone all you want, but your ears still have to listen. I don't know how to make that a smaller sentence, share. Did you guys see the NOI guy come after me a couple weeks ago? Because he started out kind of nice, and then it wasn't until he started arguing with me that I realized, oh, I've seen this guy before. And he was trying to bring up, well, why aren't you going after the Catholics? Why aren't you going after this? I said, because I don't have time to go after everybody. This is my passion. I want the child abuse to stop here, and that's why I'm here. And he ended with, I think somebody sent you. Me and my husband joked about that. I'm like, man, I wish somebody sent me. I wish they was paying me. We were just joking. Yeah. I think somebody else is coming. Oh, he's getting on the bike. All the org stats are down. We have cameras on about 60 orgs, and you guys actually have more going in than any of them. They're lying to you if they're saying only your stats are down. If you had 1 million members worldwide, that's 7,000 members per org. Do you have 7,000 members coming in for services or staff or Sea Org? You do not. You need to check that out. That's the guy, see him? He came up and got on that bike one day when I was standing right there, and I thought he was Sea Org, but he had a pin on, so I couldn't see it. So I had more time. I like this time of day. I hope we can get our other car fixed so I can come. Hey, there's a lawyer that is getting everybody's money back for them. Oh, what's his name? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Well, if not, I mean, he was NOI. He's a Scientology sympathizer. So, if he was NOI, I don't think he was paid because they drug him in. They made him come in. No, he sat down and tried to engage me like all cool and shit. And then started arguing with me. And then I'm like, look, I've learned that not to let somebody get me into a long argument. I'm like, no. And so after he's like, well, there's child abuse with this and there's child abuse with that. And I'm like, well, I don't have time to protest all that. What I'll say if I ever have the chance again, I'll be like, well, then why aren't you protesting them? I said, I only have time for this. I don't have time to protest every wrong in the world. I said, this is my passion. I said, ex-members have told me their stories. I guarantee you he doesn't know. If he's NOI and he just joined as an adult and doesn't have any kids, he has no clue what is going on in Scientology. Everybody's all happy when he's around, you know. sptvfoundation.org. Check it out. sptv.space. Check it out. I didn't see him. I was once Catholic. Does not even begin to compare Scientology. Science will control it. Plus, I mean, when those things came out, you know, the authorities got involved and it was documented. Nobody was protecting them on the outside like Scientology gets. You don't have whole police forces like the LAPD blocking anything for other churches or other organizations. This is a whole different entity because they started out so under the radar and they have so much money because they're the only pay to play. To be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I think somebody sent you. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Hi, guys. Now, I don't know if you're talking about the NOI guy. He was an older gentleman, an older sptvfoundation.org. Check them out. We've got cameras on other orgs, and there's nobody going inside. Everybody's stats are down. They're lying if they say your stats are down and you're the only one. That's the one I'm going to get them with. I think that's the best one. Because if they do go online and they do find other protesters at other orgs and they see how dead they are, they're going to wonder why. They're going to wonder why they're told, oh, they're getting on them, oh, your stats are down. You're out ethics, or, you know, see, that's the thing. I can't remember how to say that stuff. Other people are better at it. And I'm like, I think that's one of the best ones to get them with. Hey, Hellgear. Greer, sorry. No, Gear. G-E-E-R. What's up? We got a lot of people coming in for night shift. Hey. We have 60 other people like me showing how the stats are down at all orgs, not just yours. They're lying if they're telling you you're the only ones that are down. Matter of fact, you got more people going in and out than most of them. So if they're saying your stats are down, can you imagine how low the other ones are? Thanks. Appreciate that guy for leaving it open for me. Oh, I know. I saw the Kenny costume, I think. I saw... Did I? No. That was something else. No? Was that her? Yeah, I think I did see it. Did Natalie put it on her channel? Gear. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm far away from it, and it's kind of dark. And I thought it said G-R-E-E-R until I got closer. Downstat. Yeah, downstat. 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 I'm going to stick with that tonight. Okay. We know what you mean. Oh, seen my shorts? I think most of us probably know what it means. This is a good time. I can see why Pearl Snappy comes at this time. I thought I might run into her. I didn't know if she was coming or not. My short got 10K views. Ooh, awesome. I'll definitely... I have one short, and I tried to do another one similar. It was at the beginning of my Dianetics live stream, one of the first ones. And from the time I hit live until it actually recorded was a gap and missed like the first 3 things I said. And I was like, well, this is stupid. That's on Corn, she did it. I'll put my face plant. My husband clipped it and sent it to my kids. So I'll stick it on there. It's not my fault. I'm a klutz. And if that was my fault, I'd be like, oh man, I'm an idiot. But I still have got to call the school and I haven't. I got to do that this week. Because the ledge that I tripped on is camouflaged. And I can't be the only one. It's on campus. I'll bet at least a couple students a day trip there. Alright, next time I gotta make sure I am signed out of my camera at home. I keep getting the notifications every time the dogs go by. Yeah, that's what I like about this community is nobody cares if you use videos or make new videos out of them. The point is to get the word out and have fun with it. I really like it. Here's somebody else with the same food. Nope, he's not going in there. Chipotle. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that was a Chipotle. I've seen like 3 Chipotle bags go inside. Man, I'll bet they own stock in Chipotle because they're probably only allowed to go so far. Because there's some really good restaurants that are like 3 blocks down. And I started to go in this Chipotle, but I look at reviews and it's like a 3.6. And I was like, nah. Because there for a while, when I left, I was trying to find new restaurants off the internet, and I would go by their reviews. That takes time and it got a bit expensive. Plus, I like sandwiches. I really do. I'm a sandwich person, so I just make me a sandwich because I don't like to eat before I come. Well, because I don't want to have to be like, oh, I gotta cut this short. I gotta go to the bathroom. So that's part of it. Plus, I'm not a morning eater. Oh, let me give it some more water. I can really tell a difference when it's windy because I'm normally 3-4 bottles in by now. I think I'm only 2 in. This is a heck of a good time to be here. I can see why, like I said before, I can see why personality comes. This is a good time. The other good time is 11:30 to 12:30. They start coming back about 12:30. And so I've been here a couple times around 11:30, and that's been a good time too. Because I wasn't here when they left, so they're like, okay, we can go to lunch, and then they have to come back. And they usually always have to come from down there, because that's all the restaurants are down there. And there's no cross street for 2 blocks. Behind me, there's a cross street, but back there is nothing but parking and apartments and stuff. So they have to come back this way, unless they want to go all the way up, all the way around, and go inside that side door. I wish you were at my party last night. I like to have fun. Aaron said that one time. He says, I just like to have fun for having fun's sake. That's me. I just like to have fun. When I was young, you know, somebody was trying to get me to do some sort of illicit substance. And I said, will you look at me? Am I somebody that needs that? I don't need any help. SPTV.space is all the channels that are watching all the orgs and nobody's going in. And there are ex-members getting their money back from the church. There's a lawyer that's doing it. Looks like a public. He's still walking. So I've got him since I'm loud. I have that drill sergeant voice, you know. So they can hear me for a while. I've talked about it before. I went in. Oh, I hope you feel better. It was a YouTube party. Nuh-uh. You know what? I made up a phone number through Google, and it's on my other phone, my backup phone. And I did it on purpose. I'm going to start putting that in my information. So if you guys because I missed Dallas on Saturday. I was supposed to go to that, but I needed somebody to be like, hey, we're going tomorrow. Because half the time I don't even know what day it was. Over a week ago, all day Sunday, I thought it was Monday. I even tried to call my vet to make an appointment. And tell them that it's illegal for them to get paid what they do. Oh, that's a good one too. I did my party and my own fundraiser. Oh, cool. I don't know why I didn't get the notification. I know I'm subbed. I need to check the notifications. Just to let you all know, when you first sub to a channel, it automatically puts you on personalized notifications. If you don't go in and change it to all, that's why a lot of people aren't getting notifications. When I went through all my subs a long time ago and changed the ones I wanted to get notifications to all, I started getting all my notifications. So, at least the ones I do know about. So you might want to check, because I had gone down and just sub through the sptv.space list, and I had to go back and change the notifications to all on many of them. Well, all of I did it to all of them, because all the SPTV stuff I want to know about. What AA say? You can tell them it's, oh yeah. Yeah. Illegal not to get paid. To not get the hourly wage. Although, you know, they get away with that by calling them religious volunteers. Thank you. I'm obsessed with trying to find the right things to say. I know how they think and what is more likely to confuse them. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's helped a lot. You guys aren't the only ones that are down stat. There's cameras on at least 60 orgs that are showing nobody going in. You should go look. You can find us. See, somebody told me to say down stat. That's a whole lot easier to say it that way, and they know what I mean. Oh, that actually wasn't UPS, unless he was. I thought he looked like campus. Oh, I forget what they're called. They're not security. They're like helpers, and they call them West Campus. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they do. They help. I don't know if that was them or not, though. I didn't look. But yeah, I appreciate. I can't believe my phone hasn't shut off. It is so freaking hot right now. Let me see if I can get my cold bag near it. It's kind of wet. I'm gonna sit. I don't want it to get too wet. And the reason my phone gets so hot is I have the flip phone that has the front screen on one half of the phone, so there's very little space in there, so that front screen gets super hot. Super hot. I wonder if I should pop the case off. No, because yep, that's the part of the phone that's hot. Is this front screen. Sorry, that front screen right there. It's super hot. Let me. That didn't work. I was trying to put this. Woo! Oh, did it get closer? It did. How do I get it to come back? Shoot. Why is it doing that? There we go. I was trying to put my bag. SPTV dot space. I say foundation a lot. I think they know it. Anyway. I was trying to put this against the screen back here, but it made it zoom in and do weird things. You know what? I'll just go till it says it doesn't like me anymore. I found out the hard way that hotspotting to another phone doesn't help that. Matter of fact, I think it was hotter. And what I had to do last time, I literally laid it in the cooler on top of some papers. SPTV.space. Go check it out. And all orgs are down stat right now. They're lying to you if they're saying everybody's up stat and you're the only one. There's cameras on all of them on YouTube. You can go see for yourself. Denver, Portland, we're all, Canada, Australia, the UK, LA's shut down. The LA Hollywood Boulevard, they shut their doors too. Permanently. They never open them. You can see it on YouTube. Hollywood Boulevard closed their doors permanently. They never open them, even when nobody's there. What I should do is pack up and see if they've got body routers on campus this time of day. Pitzel just found more pamphlets in Leander, which is farther north than Cedar Park. So they're traveling to get these. They're sending body routers out far and wide. So my next, sometime in the next week, I want to go where the body routers have been seen and see if I can find some more pamphlets. Hi. Let's see, we're at 2.5. What time is it? 6:30. Oh my. See, normally I'd have to leave at 7. I know it's getting late. That's fine. I know people have to come and go, but I'm going to stick around as long as people are going in and out. Since Pro Snappy's not here, I'll stick around as long as my phone doesn't blow up on me. And it's probably even more hot now that I've got it plugged into the battery bank. Here comes another one of those people in blue shirts. I'll see what it actually says. They look young. I saw signs for orientation. I don't know if that's for the college or what. Oh, here's another person in a blue shirt. I've seen them around a lot, and I've seen them help Scientologists do stuff. West Campus Ambassadors, that's what they're called. Ambassadors, if I can remember. Yeah, if you use their lingo, it's more likely to get through. Yeah, I appreciate the down stat. That's so much easier than saying your stats are down. More about that, she said, just say this. It's okay to be curious. Go look at SBTV. Okay. There's a theme tonight. Anybody? It's always bothered me how the campus office right next door allows them to recruit on campus. I know. And there's an app, these kids told me, that they're a part of that tells you that about area events like off campus, and Scientology's on it. So whenever they do something, they promote it on that app. So when I do contact the campus, I'm gonna tell them about that too, because they got something taken down off of a university website that was wrong. All it takes is sometimes letting them know, because they just let things happen. People, newspapers and online newspapers put out press releases that they're sent, thinking everything's on the up and up till you tell them. So getting out there, and that's something that people that can't get out and protest could do. Just contact your local newspapers. Go look and search Scientology on your local newspapers. I did that in Corsicana because somebody was telling me about there was releases in that paper. And that's like, I don't even know how far away that is, but it's nowhere near here. And I did, and they've got article after article after article about Scientology, because now that you can do online articles, there's no, back in the day, newspapers only had so much space. Well, now they can put out a whole bunch of crap. And I've been meaning to email them and tell them, let me write it down. The reason I haven't yet is I wanted to get a really good resource list together of things for them to look at to show how bad they actually are. So Corsicana, I forget, like the sun or something, I can't remember. So you'd be surprised at wherever, even if you don't live near an org, that they're not getting sent press releases to put out for Scientology. They've got people sitting, and that's all they do. You know that. They've got some Sea Org or staff member, and their only job is to email press releases to every news organization they can think of. Yeah. I can't remember what the app's called. Niacin damages kidneys. Yep. Yep, it does. Have any of you ever done a high dose of niacin? I did, accidentally. So I bought this apple cider vinegar that had niacin. I didn't know what niacin was. And I took a shot of it. I take apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, ginger, and in the morning. And I did that, and I literally had to call the on-call nurse on post at the on-post hospital. I thought I was dying. I felt like I had a sunburn all over my body, and I was red and dizzy, and it was the heat, the flush, that scared the bejesus out of me. And I called and I told her what I took, and she's like, actually, that it's because of the niacin. That's what can happen. I poured that crap out, and that's when I knew not too much niacin was bad. Yeah, and I still need to start. I'm trying to, everybody's branching off, which I like. Everybody's doing like other kinds of videos, like to get the word out and get stories out, get information out, and they're doing these series on different things, which I think is so cool. And I get a lot of new people, especially when I go vertical. See, because I was gone for 10 days, I lost a bunch of subscribers. And that happens every time I have a gap. Because I got new people that don't know a lot about Scientology when I went vertical, and because I'm not on, they're like, oh, well, you know, they're like, there ain't nothing going on here. So I wanted to do a bunch of little 10-minute videos about the stuff I talk to people on the street about. Or, you know, the story about how they infiltrated the FBI, and how Lawrence Hubbard's wife went to prison, and how they were gonna railroad that woman. You know, all these stories from ex-members, how Valerie Cheney, I don't know if I got her name right, escaped in the trunk of a car, and just these short videos, nothing super long, nothing, just the bare minimum, just enough to inform any new people to the community that we're getting, you know, to help them know what's going on. And maybe they don't have the time to watch an hour-long interview on somebody else's channel, or not everybody has the kind of time that I had to go the big deep dive that I did, that made me want to be a part of this. Because before I did that, I didn't know squat about Scientology. Squat. I never even seen the South Park thing, because I don't watch South Park. So but when I'm at home, it's like I'm usually really quiet during the day because my husband's asleep. I don't want to be live, I'm going to do recordings. I'm not live streaming. Or this, that, or the other. There's always some reason why I don't get to it. And I saw even Jenna Miscavige. She was doing videos from her car. Nora has done videos from her car. And I see that's like a big thing. So maybe I'll just do that. Because I can go out, I can get in the car, I can go do something short. I won't have the dogs to bother me or jump on me. I won't have to worry about being quiet for my husband. And I could do my little short videos like that. So I might just do that. And my phone is better than the camera on my computer anyway. Thank you, PETA. The verticals, I think, to be a short, I think it has to be less than 3 minutes. I'm going to do that too. Now, these were just going to be videos on my channel, but if I were going to do verticals, I think when you're going through shorts, other than when they're live streaming, doesn't it have to be under a certain period of time to be a short? I know I've seen shorts that were a couple minutes long. I'll do my due diligence and figure that out. But yeah, at the same time, if I did a 10-minute video for my channel, I was going to do a 3-minute video of it, real short, just the very basic, to put on the vertical, the shorts. So, yeah. Yesterday about a serial killer in Austin. Oh, I know all about that, Cher. It's been going on for decades. And there's a documentary on YouTube. I'll put it on my community page because I've watched it twice. I watched it and then I watched it with my husband. Somebody doing the work, and the thing is, they found what they think it might be. There was these women they caught in another state. They drug them so that they can take their phone and get in their bank information. And what they think is they're not meaning to unalive them. It's just an accident. They don't get the dose right or whatever. And so they just throw them in the water. But this goes back like decades. And this year, I think it's been 11. And they're all men. And they were all out. A lot of it, most of them. Some they don't know because nobody was with them. Yeah. It's true. And I think it's scary AF because this whole town, if you don't know, is about the party scene. 6th Street in downtown Austin shuts down to vehicle traffic during the weekend. You can walk all up and down, and it's nothing but wall to wall to wall. SPTVfoundation.org. Give them a call. Check them out. You'll be interested. Did you see what she did? She was being all normal, and then she did the quick turn, but that door is killing them. That door is actually letting me talk to them longer. They think they fixed it. Oh, I am so coming out this time more often. I am getting so much more interaction. Oh, I know, PETA. My dad, you talking about New Orleans, PETA? Yeah, I know you are. My dad lived in New Orleans for 14 years. He literally lived on St. Charles Boulevard. And I know, it almost ate her, didn't it? He literally could watch the parade go by, but he worked hotel security on Canal Street, which is one street over from Bourbon Street. And I went out there right after I turned 21 with my son, and he was 2, and it was a Thursday night in April, and that was too much for me. I couldn't imagine Mardi Gras. Anyway, let me go back to 6th Street real quick, guys. So then you get tourists. A lot of these victims live here. So there's 2 theories in this documentary that these women, they got picked up they fly from city to city. It was a mother and daughter duo, and they were part of a bigger ring that does this. And they also found a guy who was buying all the chemicals to make the drug. And they think they just didn't get the formula right a few times, and oops. And these guys, when they do wake up, they have no memory, and all they know is their bank account is empty if they survive. And there's a guy on there that says, that he was falling down intoxicated, and he'd had 2 drinks. His friends took him home, and his girlfriend was mad at him, and he was sick for 3 days, and he said, I was drugged. And his friend had to put him in an Uber or something. They also thought it could have been an Uber driver, a fake Uber driver. Like they case the joint, they see somebody alone, they put it in their drink, and then they're like, oh, let me get you an Uber, and they put him in a car. And then there was another theory, it could be bartenders, because these was these same couple of bars on this. It wasn't even 6th Street, it was a different street closer to the lake. And that bartenders could be the ones going around from bar to bar. SPTV.space, go check it out. They're downstat at all the orgs, not just this one. So, what was I saying? Bartenders, and they might be the ones not actually doing it. Maybe they're marking them. Maybe they are putting it in their drink. We don't know. So, somebody needs to take notice. Because they're trying to blow it off like, oh, somebody was drunk and they fell in the lake. Yeah. I used to follow more true crime than I do now, because I honestly don't have the time. But this, anything like that pops up on my feed, because I'm from around here, I'm going to watch. Yeah, he was nice. See, I try to be like that. I'll say something, but I'm not going to be, loud or mean about it. So, because I feel like they'll be like, because they're told we're evil, that we're the enemy, don't talk to us. And I don't want to look like that. And I do think it'll be big, it'll get in their mind more than if I was just me. They're finding a lot of people in the water and all. That's what we're talking about, Amy. Ladyburg Lake. And the thing is, it's not that close to the 6th Street scene. It's like an offshoot, and there's this little street that kind of like dead ends. I don't remember what it was called. Like I said, I'll post a link to that documentary, and that documentary was done at the beginning of the year, so I don't even know if it has all the victims from this year on it. But when you see it all put together like that, see, that's the thing about SBTV. Until you see people online on YouTube putting all this out there and putting it all together, you don't realize how much is going on in Scientology. A lot of these people don't know what David Miscavige is doing. They don't even know David Miscavige pulled a coup until you start watching the history, that he wasn't supposed to be leading the church. And that's why it's so important that we have as many channels as possible. And the other night, I think it was my late night stream, we did start talking about how, with all the disturbance we had a month or so ago, that we literally did drop in live streams. I was worried about losing supporters that didn't want to see that, but we actually did lose. There's not as many people streaming as used to be. And see, I didn't know that, because I don't go to the sptv.space to look to see who's live. I just go with whatever. SPTV Foundation.org. I thought he was going in. Probably was. I don't know. Can't tell. Anyway, somebody said that if you look at the live stream, see who's on, it's a lot less. That was my biggest fear. That we were going to lose people that didn't come here to see that. I tried not to cover it very much, and when I did, I tried to be, I didn't want to talk about the he said, she said, just the, let's move on, let's not give this air. And I think most people have. Yeah. I probably should do that more often, but normally, like I said, because I have made sure all of my notifications are on all, I usually get a good amount of notifications, but I am missing stuff. I missed PETA's thing. I know I was on the phone. Or I have my phone. That's where I get my notifications. My Kindle Fire does not give me notifications. Kindness and warmth will get to them. I know. When people were so nice to me, I would cry because I was not used to it. I know. And I'm learning that in reading Dianetics and listening to the survivors like you and others about how there was such animosity inside. SPTV.space. Go check it out. Oh, wow, Sheriff. Yeah, they need to get medical care. You should be getting medical care. There's free medical care out here. Doesn't show people that are listed are alive. There seems to be a glitch. Let Fluffer Squirrel know. I don't know how that works. I had something like that too. They said I had acid reflux for years and years, and I was on stuff for years. And then I got to a new doctor, and he's like, let me do this test for, oh my God, I can't remember it. I can't Google right now, but it's a bacteria that can cause acid reflux. It's a weird name. And it was the same thing. It was these horse pills, and it was a pack of like 5, and you had to take them every day for like so many days. And if it kills the bacteria, you don't have acid reflux anymore. Yes, H. pylori. Is that what you had, Cher? H. pylori. Yep, he did this test right there in the office. It took like 10 minutes. And I was just like, oh my God. But I'll be honest with you, after the meds, it didn't, I don't know if it didn't work or what, but it really didn't get any better. So then I went on, and I took Nexium for a long time. Helicobacter pylori. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. The only reason I have acid reflux now is I've had stomach surgery, and I still get it. And for me to feel it in my throat takes a lot. That means it's pretty bad. I drink so much water every day. Sometimes that's what causes it. Because I know I drink at least a gallon a day, and sometimes if I've drank too much water, it isn't going through my system fast enough and kind of causes a little bit of that. I'm on omeprazole. Yep, exact same thing. Diagnosed by breath test, cured completely. Yep, I was so mad. I had put up with that for 10 years, and nobody took that test for me, knowing that's what causes acid reflux. You know how many people out there probably could, they'd rather have them take these meds that tear up, because first Nexium said it would heal the scarring in your esophagus. Now we're finding out that Nexium causes long-term problems. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm too late for me. Well, guys, I think I'm winding down here. Let's see. You can be diluting your acid that is needed to digest food. Yeah, I probably do, Amy. I probably do. I drink. See, I have these little, this ice maker that does the little tiny ice. What do they call it? Not chunks. Nuggets. And so I'll drink the water, then I'll eat the ice. And so the ice takes longer to... SPTVfoundation.org. Check it out. There's a lawyer that'll get all your money back for you. He's done it many, many, many times. I'm saying that to the public. Looks like she might want her money back. Oh, God. I'm with you there. I'd be happy if I could lose 20 pounds. Problem is, the last 20 pounds I gained was because of Lyrica. And when you're sedentary for 13 years, it's hard to lose. So I've lost all of my lean muscle because of that. And I never knew how hard it was to gain lean muscle back. I'm about to start doing some major research on that because I need to. Oh, sure. Now, where are we looking for these tree faces? Here, hold on. Hold on. Let's go mobile. Okay. Where are, from this side or the other side? Woo, I needed to get up anyway. Oh, it's so nice out here tonight, though. I wish I could come late more often. It's nice out. What are we talking about over here? Oh. Ooh. I see eyeballs. I don't know if I'm seeing faces. Right there in the bark. Okay. Oh, she did the, oh, I'm going to go past here. Now I'm going in. SPTVfoundation.org. I mean, that looks like an eye with an eyebrow. Is there a second eye? Now I feel like I'm being watched. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. I've been here almost 3 hours. Appreciate y'all sticking with me. And I got to talk to a lot of people. I might try to do this once a week. I can't do it all the time. I see 4. I'll have to look at it harder. But I see the eyeballs, man. These look like an eye there. I feel like I'm being stared at now. Alright, you guys. Like I said, thanks for sticking. I'll see you here soon. Have a good night. I am being watched. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. One there. Let's see. One there. One over there. All the orgs are down stout right now, not just this one. You should check it out. We have cameras on at least 50 other orgs. I'm probably exaggerating. I don't know how many it is. Hopefully I won't have the traffic I had on the way here. So, alright y'all. I'll see you later. Where's my end button? My end button's not here. Oh, there it is. It's hiding under a notification. Where's my X? Thank you guys for sticking around this long. Bye.